What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's saying, guys? How you living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers, of course. Shout out to everybody that's been following us on Def2 Radio, our Instagram, and Def2 Radio, our website, def2radio.com. Make sure you guys follow us on both of those platforms. It's a great way to support the channel and a great way to get on our radar as far as requests are concerned. The information for both will be in the description below.
And as always, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure it's set to all so you get all our videos as they drop. Up-and-coming artists, you know what to do. Click the link in the description. We'll do about 60 seconds of your song in the front of one of our up-and-coming videos. Get you some exposure. Or if you got a full song, we hooked up on that as well, baby. We're getting back to Priddy Ugly, man. Every time we do this, cat,
That pin.
we are always impressed, man.
Yes, we are.
Check out Life. Check out Soil. Both of those on YouTube, man. Check them out, man. The dude is dope.
Yeah, those are the reactions that we had to those two songs, man. Make sure you guys check those out, man. My man has gotten busy every single time. We do Priddy Ugly. He gets a lot of love, especially from the South African community. But when these conversations come up, because, you know, I pay attention to South Africa. I pay attention to who y'all talk about, who y'all bring up as the best rapper in South Africa or Africa in general. I don't hear his name, I feel like, as much as we should be hearing his name. Right. Priddy Ugly is nice. Like, really nice.
He is, dude.
So, let's get into this one. This is off the new album, Dust, that just came out. I think it came out last month. It looks like, I think, January 26th, I think. So, this is a brand new album from Priddy Ugly. We're going to do Piece for Piece. The requests were all over the place for this album, so we just picked Piece for Piece. I mean, it seemed to get a little bit more traction than some of the other ones. I think the other one was Zulu Mecca. That's on the album, got some requests. Maybe we'll get to that if we have, and we'll try to see if we can fit that in the schedule. But let's get to this one. Priddy Ugly, Piece for Piece, off the new album, Dust. Let's rock.
I don't know many men that can rap from the heart. Putting pen to a pad is an art. As a kid I was stabbed at the park. My heart is as black as the dark. You bitches sound like cats when you bark. Let's take it back to the start. I'm spitting only facts in the bars. We die for this passion of ours. I need more racks in a cart. About to get a plaque, fuck a chart. I can tell you don't know how it feels to have a gun to your head. Older sister took a gun to the chest. It punctured a lung through a flesh. For a phone almost plunged to death. Real life, not a stunt on a net. Ooh, there's my G-Dub from the streets in the east. Who targeting the keys to your beast. So Pops kept the peace for his peace. Never kept that peace out of reach. Since the team Pops would sleep with his peace in his sheets. So I kept my mama on her knees while he sleeps. Mama always told me to believe in my dreams. The homies in my team won't believe what I seen. Can't believe he was turned to a meme on the screen. Sounding Priddy Ugly on this smash beat. Because the city love me, I need money like an athlete. Could've been a baller, donna, yummy had a bad knee. Need my granny to touch your Grammy for my Grammy. Damn, we never had a plan B. Thoughts of us never making it was a bad dream. Fuck poverty, need property, keep the land clean. Vaccines kill my Uncle Benji and my auntie. Family really couldn't stand in the stampede. How we gonna save the bloodline if every man bleeds? Even superheroes die, word of Stan Lee. It's not a comic when you laying in the sand deep. Mama didn't think that he would rape her till her pants left her. Left her covered up in blood is how that man dressed her. And that devil left her red like it's Manchester. Blood, now she crib walking like a gang member. Gang signs, a middle finger and some bad letters. Say a prayer, palms together is the hand gesture. They oppressed us in the past, we demand better. I hope you know that in the future we'll be ancestors. I hope you know that in the future we'll be ancestors. In the future we'll be ancestors.
Some powerful visuals in that. We'll stop it right there. Some powerful visuals, right? Looks like he was talking about a girl who was raped, and at the end it looks like she got a gun and killed the dude that raped her, right? You know, and the song's called, you know, Peace, For My Peace. You know what I'm saying? So I keep a piece of gun, right? For my peace to keep peace.
To keep the peace. To
right?
keep the peace.
Right? And I just love the way he came on this, man. The feeling I get with Priddy Ugly is that he's authentic, man. I just feel like he feels that he's authentic, and these dudes ain't, you know, they're not what they see, man. They're not what they're portraying themselves to be. He started the song by saying, I don't know many men that can rap from the heart. Putting pen to the pad is an art. As a kid, I was stabbed in the park. My heart is about as black as the dark, right? He started that by saying, I don't know many dudes that's really rapping for the heart, man. Rapping from the heart. I know dudes that's rapping for a check, you know, trying to get the money, that's following trends and all this other stuff. I don't know a lot of dudes that's really coming about real shit. Then he proceeded to talk about real shit. So that's kind of how I'm gonna kick it off. But I actually enjoyed that, man. I thought
that was hard.
I thought this was dope.
That was hard, man. And I love the video to accompany this, man. You know, and how impactful that was, especially the end there when you saw, you know, the girl shaking with the gun, because it almost gives you the illusion that she doesn't want to do it. You know, maybe it's the first time you even pulled a gun on somebody, but maybe the pain of being raped or whatever the case may be, that's like, nah, you gotta die. You know what I mean? Even though I technically have never done this and I don't want to, so it's a struggle there. You know, all of that was like kind of visualized in that last little clip. Said, wow, fuck it, it's done now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And now you got to deal with the aftermath, man. So I thought this was hard. I love the beat change, man, especially when after the beat change and he started talking about the second verse when he said, damn, we never had a plan B. Thoughts of us never making it was like a bad dream. When you grow up a certain way, there is no plan B. You got to make plan A work. There is nothing to fall back on. When people say a plan B, it's like you may have family to fall back on, money, trust, whatever. And then another line I liked, he said, how are we going to save the bloodline when every man bleeds? That's hard.
That's a great line.
You know, the way I'm interpreting that, man, is we're killing each other. You know what I'm saying? Before we can even pass down good teachings and whether it be wealth and helping people grow, you know what I mean? We're killing ourselves. You know, when he says every man bleeds, I mean, obviously it's the literal sense of blood and how, you know, a man is human, you could get hurt. How are we going to save the bloodline when we can't even save ourselves, so to speak? The way he ended that, man, I hope you know that in the future will be the ancestors, you know? When you think about an ancestor, yeah, that's hard, right? When you think about ancestors, man, and what people have done for you, the groundwork that they have laid for you prior to you being here, just so you can be here. You know, when you talk about the Malcolm X's and the Martin Luther Kings and all the people, you know, that kind of
Nelson
Mandela, you know. But when he says, I hope you know in the future we'll be the ancestors, I don't know if it's going to be a positive outlook. You know what I'm saying? I think what he's saying is, you know,
the way it's looking.
Right. The way, you know, we're going to die from something, whether it be from guns or drugs or some kind of violence, that it may be from our own people.
What foundation are we setting for the generations to come after us, man? So, yeah, that was a great line. I don't know if Priddy Ugly was getting personal here. I don't know if this is literally him talking about his personal life, because he said, you know, I could tell you don't know how it feels to have a gun to your head. Older sister took a gun in the chest. It punctured her lung through her flesh. For her phone almost plunged to her death. Then he said, real life, not a stunt on the net. You know what I'm saying? He said, real life, this is not a stunt on the net. That leads me to believe that that's a personal story for, you know, his actual older sister kind of went through that. Give me some feedback. What's Mahita? Because he said there's Mahita from the streets in the East. I'm assuming that those are gangs or dudes that's just, you know, the wolves are outside. That's his way of saying wolves or gangs are out there, so be cautious. Because he said there's Mahita from the streets in the East who's targeting the keys to your peace. Then he said, I love the wordplay in this. So Pops kept the peace for his peace. Never kept that piece out of reach. Since a teen, Pops would sleep with the piece in his sheets. You know what I'm saying? So it kept my mom on her knees while he sleeps, right? So he's essentially saying his dad kept a gun at all times. You know, never left home without it. Was with him while he slept, right? He was constantly, his head was constantly on the swivel for danger, right? The Mahita or whatever his pops was worried about, and it kept his mom on her knees. His mom was constantly praying because, you know, it was the danger that was around, you know, the family, I'm assuming is what he's insinuating there. So when he starts this verse, and I say, like, he comes off like he's authentic, and he's saying, I'm rapping from the heart, and Ryan kind of touched the ancestors line, and he's talking about a personal story between his, personal stories rather, right? He's talking about his pops and his sister being shot. You start to realize, like, okay, this is the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the difference. We really are getting to know him and who he is, and the passion that he has for what he does. And it's not a game for him. It comes off like this is real to him. So I enjoyed this, man. I think this is a great first song for us to kind of check off. I mean, if the rest of the album is sounding like that, I'm rocking. I enjoyed the beat change. I thought Priddy Ugly rap well. And I don't know, man. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm tripping based off of what I'm seeing and maybe in comment sections and on Twitter and stuff. But I really feel like he might be just a tad bit slept on. We get pretty
Yeah.
good engagement and
can
all
hear it.
that from Priddy Ugly, but maybe he's a tad bit slept on because he's clearly a top level lyricist in South Africa, man. Shout out to Priddy Ugly. Never been disappointed with this brother, man. So give us more from the album, man, and we'll see if we can get back to it. And that's it. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you have subscribed, please subscribe. Make sure you check out our defteradio.com. That's our website. That's in the description below. I'm George. That's Ryan. Lost in Vegas.
We out.